is Danica Patrick.
Well, you can hear a tire down here.
I was going to say, was that another tire?
It sounds like it.
She was in 19th.
She was running 19th.
Underneath Casey Kane. Looks like Casey went to go tuck in behind her and just misjudged it. Got into her right rear, turned her into the wall. Hard impact.
Man, right down the straightaway here. Whew. She's going by Casey here, making the pass, and man, he just clips her in the right rear and turns her into the fence.
Oh.
I gotta believe she might be a little upset with that little move.
Should I get out?
You know, we're on a restart, and I had a run on him, so I went down low. And if you get too close to him, then it'll drag you both back. So I was going low, and I saw him chase me down the track, and then the next thing I know, I was getting spun up the track. So I mean, I was passing him, so it was he was behind me in the right rear, and. You know, I don't know what kind of day he was having. I just heard he was a lap down, actually. So I feel bad if he felt like he was put in a position to have to be that desperate a lap down, because it's just unfortunate. He must be having a very tough time.
10 to go. They come into the restart zone. Kyle Larson, the outside. Carl Edwards on the inside. Green flag back in the air. They're blocking. Good go down low. Carl Edwards into the wall. He got tagged by the 22. Big hits by the 19. And the caution comes back out again.
That is exactly what we saw Joey Logano was going to try to do. Big fire of the 78. But that is what we thought was going to happen. Obviously, the wreck isn't what we thought. Martin Truex Jr. needs to get out of this race car.
Very aggressive on the restart. The flames rolling out from underneath the hood of the 78. Red flag comes out. Martin Truex Jr. is out of the car. Huge contact for the 19 of Carl Edwards. First it was the inside wall, then he was hit by another car.
The 22 gets a big run. Carl sees him coming. He goes to block. 22 does not slow up, stays in the throttle. Big wreck. If he doesn't turn left, Joey Logano's next to him entering turn one. He's in the middle of 3 wide. Worst possible scenario for Carl. Carl turns left, trying to block a championship on the line. Joey's there in a big wreck. And I don't blame Carl Edwards.
Not at all.
He had to block. That's what he had to try to do.
But I don't blame Joey Logano, because if he lifts with 10 to go, it's over. He's lost the championship right there. He didn't hit the 19 in the bumper. He was inside the left rear bumper cover of the 19 of Carl Edwards. You see, he's walking it off. It's just the frustration. It's the size of the moment. So they're going to jockey very aggressively for position before the competition yellow.
And Elliott's out.
Oh, the 6 of Darrell Wallace Jr. is going to go around. He catches the 48. The big one happens in front. 2 of Austin Dillon is collected. 3 of Ty Dillon gets through.
Definitely left front damage.
Brennan Poole involved in the 48. You see the 19 parts. Daniel Suarez.
But you see right here, there's a gap between the 6 and the 48. As that gap starts to close, the 48 hits him once, everything's fine. And then he hits him a second time closer to the right rear corner, and you see that starts to move the tail of the 6 from left to right. Darrell Wallace Jr. does the best he can to regain control, but at these speeds, he loses control, gets into the 20, and then you start to see just back and forth. You see the 19 and Daniel Suarez as it leaves the screen, almost has it collected. The 2, great to see that car come back onto the ground. We saw cars go airborne in Talladega. That car could have easily went up into the air and flipped over. The roof flaps open, the cowl flaps open, set the 2 back on the ground.
That was the contact Eric Jones felt.
Hold it.
Eric Jones. Go around, and then the contact there.
We just got caught in the right rear. We made it through it, but then we got clipped in the right rear. Going to come to you with the right side damage, guys.
You know, just proud of these Dream guys. They brought a fast car.
We're seeing a lot of bump drafting already. What's it been like out there so far?
I mean, it's part of it. The cars line up fine, so you just kind of have to know when you're pushing a guy sideways, I guess, is the biggest thing. I mean,
Johnson's out of it.
Big wreck.
Can't go.
Big wreck going to happen here on the front
no,
straightaway.
man. You are kidding me?
Pretty well blocked. So here's the restart.
It's a
Watch
nice
the 48
jump here.
Yeah, he starts to go, but it looks like when he shifts.
That's where he shifted third.
And it just didn't. Something happened.
And then here comes trouble.
It's on from there.
Look who this takes out. The 78, the 4, 47. All these cars piling in there. Nowhere to go. Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
Bam, right into the 24.
Kyle Busch.
Going to be easier to tell you who's not involved.
Goodness gracious.
The 2, the 11.
Let's ride with Kevin Harvick.
Green flag, all rolling. Second out, check it. Go low, hold your line.
And then he gets pile driven from behind.
He almost got through it. You could hear him kind of throttling through it, and then somebody got into the back of him.
All right, let's ride with Ricky Stenhouse.
Did the one break.
Next, Dale Earnhardt Jr.
From the mark. Steady. Rolling good. Your outside lane's rolling really good. Rolling just fine. Up here. Second. Go low. High. Come on, high. Keep coming. Go.
Ooh, that was a big impact right there. You could hear it and see it.
Camp, buddy.
Man, that was hard.
Here, car to the wall, turn 1 hard.
Oh, that's going to be big.
Oh, huge wreck.
Everybody.
They're still running into each other. Newman's on fire.
The push gets a little side drive from that 27. Just gets him in that left rear.
Got him on that left rear.
It doesn't take much.
Can't do it.
Right there. Wow, great camera work.
Tight shot. Watch this.
Right up into Paul Menard.
Just gets it a little bit on that corner, and it turns a 48 dead right.
Yeah, sort of like the 48 was turning a little bit to the right. The 41 was turning a little bit to the left, and that little bit of
slight
contact.
2 in front of her. Check it up.
Oh, gosh.
Still middle of 3.
11 went to the garage.
Yeah, so he must have had a lot of damage to the splitter.
Still middle 3. Check up. Check up. Check up. Come on. Let it roll up. Check up.
Oh, there's the damage to the 11, the right front.
Just dug in.
Keselowski.
Big run coming from the 18. Oh, the
Kyle
3 stepped
Busch.
out.
Dillon. Kyle Busch and Dillon side trouble. Car hard in the wall. 2 of them. Keselowski to the line. Caution had waved with Keselowski the leader, and crashing are Harvick, Allmendinger, Stenhouse, Truex, Labonte, and everybody else.
Good job today, Brad. That was you, man. Managing that.
I don't know how to explain this. I've never seen anything like this ever.
Upper left is the caution light. This is synced up with the video to establish the moment of caution into the tri-oval. Contact between Truex and Allmendinger, and then Cole Witt turns Kevin Harvick up and into the wall, and Stenhouse and Allmendinger slides along and crashes with Truex. Caution is out. Race is effectively over.
And we've got trouble behind him, Rick. Around they go.
Stay down. Go up.
It looked like it was Eric Almirola that was the first to go sideways, and then collecting numerous cars behind him.
Murray actually comes down and gets onto the left front. It's on from there. I mean, we talked about it earlier. As soon as somebody makes a mistake and you're in this big pack of cars, you're going to take a lot of people with you. It's just how it happens. Some of these cars riding around the back actually got in the wreck as well. So one mistake by a driver, or a mistake by 2 drivers, and this is what happens. It's not just those 2.
And a bump there by the 48. The back bumper of Jamie McMurray. 78 of Martin Truex Jr. caught up. Danica Patrick also. Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the 88. Brian Scott up on the hood of the 4 of Kevin Harvick. Chris Buescher, 23-year-old out of Prosper, Texas, was involved.
And we're on board with Jamie McMurray. You see him just solve in the middle of that small movement. He just couldn't save it. Hard impact, and look at the multiple impacts. Another shot. 3 big hits for Jamie McMurray.
And look at Kevin Harvick, how far underneath Brian Scott he is. The rear tires are on the roof of the 4 car.
Matt DiBenedetto in the 83 is up underneath the 4. And the sparks flying.
But they did settle down much better straight away. 48 a big hit, around. And Jimmy Johnson goes spinning
down. Busher. Oh, man.
Chris Buescher on his lid and lands back on his wheels. Caution.
Oh, man, we saw 4 wide off the corner over there. I was afraid of this.
Great camera work capturing this. Ooh. Look at rookie Chris Buescher's wild ride down the backstretch.
It's been a while since we've seen one do this. We've seen it plenty of times here in Talladega in the past.
One thing I've noticed, I don't see a roof flap. Didn't come open yet.
The 35 Gilliland above the 3. Now McMurray in the 1, the red car, comes up, just brushes Austin Dillon.
Turns him into the 35.
And Dillon gets into Gilliland. Joey Logano turned the 48. And Buescher goes for a big tumble.
I didn't think that thing was going to stop rolling there for a second, DW.
Goodness.
Whoa, there's...
and around she goes into Kenseth.
Man. Oh, gosh.
Up in the air and into the wall hard.
Man, Kenseth.
Man, I thought he was going to catch the catch fence back there. The way it landed was...
I am not believing that.
He's fine. Boy, you got the window net down right away out of frustration. The 4 car, Harvick.
Danica climbs out. Radio cord gets disconnected. Right behind the red 21. There's the 3 of them. Whoosh.
You realize how powerful the wind is in that situation. To be able to take a car of this weight, what's 3,400 pounds around approximately, and just pick it up in the air like it's a piece of paper.
There's McDowell into the 43 of Eric Almirola.
Look at that.
And
thing.
up goes Kenseth.
It's like a feather. Lord of mercy.
Truex trying to keep the field behind him.
Keep it behind you, keep it behind you, keep it behind you. 1 to go, 1 to go.
The white flag is out.
They're going to
Sauter with a big run. They're crashing. Christopher Bell upside down. Coming to the checkered flag, but the yellow is out.
Big trouble on the track, Rick. Yeah, the 70, Derek Cope. A lot of damage to the front of that race car. The hood flew off, it looks like. But a lot of bracing damage also underneath the hood. And the caution comes out now for the 6th time.
It's got a flat right front tire and the hood's off this car. It's obviously had some sort of issue.
Hood not off, and he's missing the bus stop. Oh my goodness.
That thing just exploded, the whole nose of it. I don't know what that was.
He was slowing down through the bus stop.
I'm going to admit, Rick, I am baffled.
I've never seen a motor blow like that.
Is that a tire blow?
I mean, the right front tire is flat.
Completely blown.
It looks like...
It almost looked like both tires blew at the same time. To have that big of an explosion.
Well, I think the left front tire still has air in it. The right front tire definitely exploded, and then the black dust you see, I really think is brake dust.
Brake dust.
I think that's all the brake dust that builds up in the front of this car